advice do you have for a guy who wants to be named Coffrey?
Drink a lot of milk.
All right.
2 things. Eliza, you're truly an original badass. Love you, dude. Tahmoh, good question. Knowing your career with Muay Thai and kickboxing, I wanted to know how it felt to get your ass kicked by Echo, Caroline, and probably most likely Faith. How did that feel? What did that do to your ego?
These tissues on him.
Listen, it's okay. I'm a little emotional when I talk about it. I loved it, to be honest with you. I got my ass kicked by Eliza. It was so cool every time. It really was fun. I'll tell you
Sometimes
this.
even when I was like wearing a dress. Yeah.
Yeah. He always had to look so good. They'd have her in heels. She'd be like throwing kicks and crazy. You know what amazed me about Eliza is because already hard challenge. Eliza, we need you to play 5 different characters this episode. 3 different accents. You're gonna have to learn to speak Spanish and Russian. And then we've got a small fight sequence that you're gonna have to learn in 10 minutes and do a Tahmoh Penikett. And she would do it all. She would get it done. She would show up that day. Amazed me. Serious professional here. She always showed up.
I kind of asked for it. It was a little late in the game.
You did, though.
To be like, yeah, I'm not really feeling like doing this right now.
That's dumb, Joss.
Yeah,
Joss, I can do everything
sleepy.
and anything. Yeah, and he made you do it, didn't he? And put you through the ring and you worked your ass off. It was great, man. The fight scenes, as she said, our stunt people were awesome on the show. We did a lot of our own
Like
stuff.
Masa.
Yeah.
Represent.
So talented. They were all like, you know, ex-karate champions, kickboxing champions, taekwondo champions. Very, very talented.
And Mike Masa had it in for me from the Angel days, where I used to kick his ass because he doubled through Brianna, so he wanted to do it.
And Masa being the head stunt coordinator, who was an amazing guy, such a cool cat, always enjoyed to work with.
Yeah.
So, Tahmoh, you touched on something that this was sort of related to a Twitter question that we got. At Dan Harcourt says, Eliza, what was harder? That's how I envision his voice. I don't know why. Sorry. Hey, Eliza, what was harder? Playing a doll or doing all of the character stuff after they programmed you?
Playing a doll, I'd say, because it was so, like, we kept trying to find that doll, too, because it was that blank slate, like, how do you keep a blank slate interesting? And how do you, you know, I'm very expressive and I like gesticulate a lot and pop my head around, and he was like, yeah, don't do any of that. So we were always trying to find a way for me to kind of be glassy-eyed girl and also keep it interesting. So the doll was more difficult, I'd say.
Cool.
The personalities too. I'm multiple personalities a little bit as is, so that was more up my alley.
Yeah, just all of the like, don't blink. I can't remember, just the smiles.
I like broccoli.
That was one of the best lines ever. I like broccoli.
Sir, what is your name?
Alvin?
Hi, Alvin.
Hello?
Alvin.
Yeah. Hello, Eliza. Hello, Tahmoh. First, I would like to say it's such a terrible loss that last year, 2010, Dollhouse got canceled by Fox before its time.
Well, thanks for reminding us.
Then also, the year before that, 2009, another great show, Terminator, the Sarah Connor Chronicles, was canceled by Fox as well. And after TSCC, Terminator, Sarah Connor Chronicles, Sarah Lau, she made 4 appearances on Dollhouse as Bennett Halverson.
Yes.
She was awesome. She was so good.
And my question for both of you is, did you or Summer and Joss ever had a conversation or thought that Dollhouse was going to get canceled way too soon, just like Terminator?
Yeah. Fox and Joss, and just look at the history a little. We hoped that it was going to be a new day, and but you know, you can't. Honestly, I mean, yes, it's obviously a bummer that we didn't get to go on, but we were really, really thrilled that this show got to have a life at all and got to get out the box and got to make it out there for all you fine people to enjoy. And so, I mean, we can't, I just don't look back going like, damn it, you know, assholes. Because we got to do it to that, you know, and for those 2 seasons, we got to finish it. Yeah, so actually, you know, was, and let's be honest, like, you guys rock, but not everybody else came to the party on those Friday nights. And it's a busy what it is.
But at least it must feel okay that you feel like the show had, at least story-wise, you feel like maybe you had a little bit of resolution, unlike something like Deadwood, where it just like, well, it kind of doesn't really matter.
Don't come back to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, it just, I mean,
Exactly.
like True Calling, another show I did, and Zach Galifianakis
Yes.
blowing up the spot.
Seriously, Zach is.
All over
I saw a dude.
Dressed like him.
Yeah, I've known Zach since the '90s, and it's weird to see a dude walking around Comic-Con with that baby on the front. And like, oh my God, this is weird.
Good Zach too, that guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the fact that they let us know that it was going to be canceled, but then they let us finish out the season. I mean, that was a big deal, and very, we're appreciative of that. It's
Definitely.
closure for us all.
There was a lot of days there, first season and second season, where it was a little too quiet on set. We'd come in, do the walking, I'm in the trailer, take a little nap, I'm waiting to get started, it's like 5 a.m., and wake up an hour and 20 minutes later and panic, like, oh my God, what's going on? Why haven't they come to get me yet? We should be shooting. Open the door, like, peek out, there's no one out there, and I'm like, oh God, we got canceled. No one told you, and they forgot to tell me. Honestly, like when I didn't see anybody, there was a couple times I was like, oh God, that's it. It's over. It's over.
We didn't think we were going to come back for a second season, let's be honest. I mean,
Yeah.
that in
It was a big
itself
deal.
was a surprise and the gift, so,
Absolutely.
That's cool. Does that answer your question, Alvin?
Thank you.
Excellent.